Today we'll look at how we can control the revision of our assembly finite element model and its component finite element models, as well as our CAD assembly revision and CAD component revisions. We'll begin in Teamcenter, logged in as a user, Andy, who is an analyst, and we're going to edit a preference to enable precise assemblies. Now this will be set for other users that log in from this particular location. Next, if we already have an assembly finite element model created, we need to make sure that it has the precise setting. So to see if it does, we'll go and add the precise column. We'll move it up so that we can see it further to the left. And you can see it's false. We'll need to toggle the precise status of our assembly finite element model to make it true. So this will allow us to load our previous revision and previous component revisions. Next, we'll log in as Ed, the engineer who owns the CAD assembly. Andy, the analyst, owns the assembly finite element model. So now that we're logged in as Ed, we don't need to set that Teamcenter preference because he's logging in as the same at the same host. But we want to make sure that he's got his assembly load options set correctly. We want the latest by alpha rev order, and then the scope is very important to load all components, fully load inner part data, all levels, and then save that as our default. That way next session when we come in, those assembly load options will already be set. Next we'll open up the CAD assembly. And we'll make a change to one of the components. Here we'll make a change that's easy to see. We'll put a hole in one of the gussets in the bracket. And here I need to adjust the smart selector from infer points to single point. So let's go ahead and create a hole again with the smart selector set to single point. Alright, so there's our hole. Then we'll go ahead and save this, not only the component part, but the assembly as well that it's used in, as a new revision. So here we'll select the bracket and the assembly that it goes into, and we'll increment the revision. We were on the A rev, we'll go to a B rev just for the engine assembly and the bracket. We'll leave the FADEC and the fan case at the A rev. Alright, so now to see the original A rev, we select precise only for our revision rule. And you'll note that we can't just pick the engine assembly and say OK to open it. We need to actually select the revision that we want to open in order for that OK to be available. So we want to see the A rev. And here you can see there's no hole in the bracket. It's also still at the A rev status, as is the engine assembly. If we want to see the latest revision, or the B rev, we can say latest alpha revision order. Select the engine assembly and the OK is available. It knows that it'll go for the latest rev, which is B, for the engine assembly and the bracket. And there you can see the hole in the bracket. Alright, so this same concept applies to assembly FEM as well. So here we'll log out as Ed, who had write access to the CAD assembly, and we'll log back in as Andy, the analyst who has write access to the assembly finite element model. Alright, so we'll start up NX from the rich client from home, so it doesn't open any parts or components. And we'll first take a look at some customer defaults that we need to have set for the revision control to work properly for the analyst as well. So here we'll go down to the Teamcenter integration customer defaults. On the general tab, all the way at the bottom, is honor precise term and revision rule for relations. And this is important when rolling the rev on our assembly finite element model and component finite element models, as well as the idealized parts that may be associated with those component finite element models. So once we have that set, we'll also make sure that Andy has his assembly load options set as far as the scope, with loading all components, fully load, inner part data, all levels, and we'll say latest alpha rev order. Save that as default. And then we can open up our assembly finite element model. Now, because we were asking for latest alpha revision order, what you'll notice is the CAD assembly associated to this finite element model now is looking at the B rev. And also in our customer defaults, the reason why that did not load is if we take a look at simulation pre-post general, on the environment tab, there's an automatically load associated parts for component finite element models. If we have that set, then we won't have to go into each component finite element model to load the I part in the master. Here I'll do it manually. That gives us an additional level of control of when we want the changes to come into our assembly finite element model. So here you can see the bracket is at the B rev. We'll go ahead and open that in a new window, the bracket finite element model. You can see it has a CAD change and a finite element model update pending. We'll go ahead and update the finite element model. And we'll now go back to our assembly finite element model and save this as our new, as a new rev, a new revision. We'll call it revision B. So here we not only want to select our assembly finite element model, but also our bracket finite element model and our bracket idealized part. Not the master part, because we don't have write access to that. Only Ed does. We're not in the group that Ed is in, and we have role-based access set up so that we won't be able to make any changes to the CAD parts. So we'll just do a save as new rev on the assembly finite element model, the component finite element model, and its idealized part. We'll roll to the next rev, which is B. Now let's say we want to take a look at our previous revision, the revision A of our finite element model. Let's go ahead and close everything, and then we'll open, but change our assembly load options to precise only, go for our assembly finite element model, and select the AREV. And there you can see our assembly finite element model at the AREV status, pointing to the AREV of the CAD geometry as well. Now if we want to see our BREV, we can go back to latest alpha rev order, open up our assembly FEM, and we'll see we have the BREV for our assembly finite element model, the CAD model that's associated to it, and our component finite element model for the bracket.